Wooline. And Jeff, we were talking about the fact that the Hohokam, who inhabited what is today Phoenix and the entire valley, and really all up to the edge of what is the Navajo Nation today, and as far south as Tucson, the Hohokam language is a dialect of Uto-Aztec, which means apparently that they must have migrated from the south to this area, bringing with them, of course, their religion, and the religion includes human sacrifice. And I had asked the question, have you discovered any evidence at all on South Mountain that would indicate they practice human sacrifice?
Yeah, I believe that they have. I have found at least two altars up there that describes it perfect. If you look on my film, Phoenix Lights and the Lost City of Cibola, I show an altar type setting there where it looks like the rock has been chiseled out to perform sacrifice, and it's very interesting because it's along a dried up stream, water stream there, and when we study this, we find out that they would purify themselves first with water before they would, perform the sacrifice. So this altar, not only is it facing towards the eastern sky, on where these things mostly come and go from, because on South Mountain here we find more rock art on the east side than we do the west, and that's basically where I was seeing these things at, is on the east side there. And not only is it faced towards that general area and the streamline bed, but the what looks like dried blood dripping from the stone there. So there's a lot of evidence to suggest that there was more going on to what the archaeologist has led us to believe, that these Hohokam people were just a simple peace-loving people making pots, and I think the story in this goes a lot deeper than that.
Now, when you say dried blood on the stone, you're not actually talking about dried blood, but you're talking about stains on the stone that look like blood.
That's correct. Yes, yeah. Right. Yeah, and
because after hundreds of years, the actual dried blood would be gone, but the stain on the stones could stay.
Oh yeah, you can see that on the Mayan pyramids there. As they toss the bodies down the stairs, and all the stain. Some of the pictures that we see from Mexico, they only depict like one side of the pyramid, but when you go on the other side of the pyramid, it's like a bloody mess there. So
yeah, that wouldn't make a very good picture to put on a travel poster. So
yeah.
All right. Well, Jeff, we've taken a look at all of this from a whole different perspective tonight than we ever have before. We've looked at these people, and I think that look, America's ancient history is as rich and is as mysterious as anything we've ever heard from Egypt or from Sumeria or any of those other ancient civilizations. We just never hear about it here. No one ever really delves into this and really talks about it. When you've got people that can build buildings like what we have just looked at tonight and what we've talked about, you're not dealing with dummies here. You're dealing with people that are technologically, architecturally advanced, especially for the times in which they lived. And how many things, think of this, folks, how many things were built this year that are still going to be standing 500 years from now? Not too many. And yet some of these buildings that we looked at tonight were built and abandoned more than 500 years ago, and they're multi-storied buildings, And I mean, we looked at one that's at least 4 stories tall. 2 of them actually that are at least 4 stories tall, still standing, and the people just disappeared. Jeff, we've only got a few minutes left. Why do you think these people disappeared?
Well, not only in talking with some of the tribes people here, it's very hard to get, a true Native American, at least here in the city of Phoenix, to actually talk about these things because of their past, because of what had happened to their past, and some of them goes to say that the story says that these things got upset, for some unforetold reason. The sacrificing had stopped, and the spirits got uneasy. They got upset, and they say that a devil came from the east and took these people away, and that kind of coincides with what the rock art depicts up here, is these creatures picking people up by their heads. And not only that, but they're actually interacting with these creatures. They would have acrobats, like perform acrobats in the sky. They would hang from barbells and fly with these creatures. Where they took them, heavens only knows. But this is what the rock art depicts. So if we are supposed to take this literally, that these things took people away, then that would explain on why we can't find where they went and the reason why they left all their belongings. Because when me and you move, we take our stuff with us, but yet these people, they didn't. They left all their belongings here and just simply disappeared. So that would suggest, something catastrophic might have happened for these people, just to disappear like this.
All right. We've hit the end of the show. All right, folks, that's a wrap for this evening. That's a wrap for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed it. My friends call me Steel Eye. My enemies do too. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Just keep coming back again and again and again. Until next time, so long, everybody.